Let's count down 15 country songs from 1974 that changed music history forever. These weren't just songs, they were dusty road prayers, jukebox confessions, and steel-stringed revolutions. And the final track, it turned a cheating heartbreak into a global phenomenon.
That's the way love goes.
Love is like a butterfly, a rare and gentle thing.
Leave her alone, she go. And all the man done gone.
Number 15, Boulder to Birmingham by Emmylou Harris.
Thank you very much. It's a real honor for me to be here tonight, of being able to be part of this show honoring Mother Maybelle.
If you've ever loved someone so much it left an echo in your voice, then this one will find you. Emmylou Harris wrote Boulder to Birmingham in grief after Graham Parsons' death, and it sounded like a spiritual haunting wrapped in harmonies. It wasn't just her breakthrough, it was the moment country rock became poetry. Her ethereal vocals, backed by gentle acoustics, offered a new kind of female sorrow, strong, reflective, and profoundly human. It didn't top the charts, but it broke open a path for Americana and folk country hybrids for decades to come. But what comes next? A talking blues tale soaked in backwoods voodoo. Number 14, Marie Laveau by Bobby Bare.
Here's a song, one last song I'll do for you. This is about an old witch, a voodoo queen that lived down in Louisiana.
You already know the story, or at least you thought you did. Marie Laveau took a real-life voodoo queen and turned her into a chart-topping legend. Bobby Bare's performance walked the line between campfire tale and outlaw sermon, and country fans ate it up. With a #1 spot on Billboard's country chart, it proved novelty songs could still strike deep cultural chords. This wasn't just a song, it was a Southern Gothic myth come to life, dripping with swamp air and mischief, and that final scream, iconic.
Leave her alone, she go. And all the man done gone.
Next up, a velvet soft heartbreak anthem that dominated bedrooms and radio waves alike. Number 13, Satin Sheets by Jeanne Pruett. You could feel the ache in every syllable. Satin Sheets told the story of a woman who had everything except love. Jeanne Pruett's voice laced heartbreak with elegance, and the song shot to #1s. Staying there for weeks, it challenged country's obsession with domestic perfection, flipping the narrative and spotlighting emotional emptiness beneath material comfort. The production was simple, but the message cutting. It resonated with housewives, dreamers, and anyone who'd ever felt lonely beside someone, and inspired a generation of misfits and dreamers. But next, we bring it back to the soft glow of a love song written like a poem, and I'll write you a poem if you hit the subscribe button right now. Number 12, There Won't Be Any More by Charlie Rich.
There won't be any more.
This one was recorded years earlier, but in 1974, it rose like a ghost. Charlie Rich's There Won't Be Any More soared to #1 and felt like a country requiem, slow, burning, and dignified. It was heartbreak delivered with maturity, and it marked Rich's transformation into a crossover king. The track leaned heavily into piano-driven sadness, showing that country could be lush, even jazzy, without losing its grit. It wasn't just about leaving, it was about knowing when it's too late to go back. Coming up, a Grammy-winning tune that snuck into hearts like candlelight. Number 11, a very special love song by Charlie Rich.
A very special love song.
Rich hit twice in '74, and this one earned him a Grammy. A very special love song was written by Billy Sherrill and Nora Wilson, but Charlie delivered it like a slow dance under candlelight, with orchestration that leaned into pop. It helped solidify the countrypolitan sound, smooth, cinematic, and emotionally rich. For fans of both Nashville and Rat Pack, it was the perfect bridge, and radio stations couldn't get enough. This wasn't your honky-tonk heartbreak. It was romance in high fidelity. Next, a borderland ballad with velvet grit and Latin beat. Number 10, That's the Way Love Goes by Johnny Rodriguez.
The last song that I heard the late Lefty Frizzell sing, and me and Merle Haggard and Dallas Fraser and Duke Lowens and a bunch of songwriters.
If country music had a bilingual ambassador in 1974, it was Johnny Rodriguez. That's the Way Love Goes was gentle, introspective, and effortlessly cool. A cover of Lefty Frizzell's original, Rodriguez gave it a new pulse with smooth vocals and a laid-back groove.
That's the way love goes.
His success helped break cultural barriers in country radio, carving out space for Latin artists in the mainstream. The song cruised to number 1, but more importantly, it stayed in people's souls as a lullaby for love lost and lived. But up ahead, a 3-word chorus that made everyday emotion sound like poetry. Number 9, I Love by Tom T. Hall.
Here we go. Y'all help me sing.
It's simple, it's sweet, and it's a masterclass in understatement. Tom T. Hall's I Love turned everyday joys like little baby ducks, slow-moving trains, and bourbon in a glass into lyrical gold. Released at a time when country was leaning into grand drama, this song whispered instead of shouted. It went to number 1, but more than that, it became a comfort anthem, a kind of sonic gratitude journal. Hall, the storyteller, reminded us that great country doesn't always need a heartbreak or a hook. Sometimes it just needs honesty.
I love little baby ducks.
Coming next, a divorce ballad that sounded like it was sung from inside an empty house. Number 8, The Grand Tour by George Jones.
Here's a young man that I vote for as the number 1 singer in my life, George Jones.
If country had a museum of pain, the Grand Tour would be playing on loop. George Jones delivered this song like a ghost, showing you the ruins of his heart. Every room, every item, every memory drenched in loss.
Here to sell you just some things that I will.
With Billy Sherrill's lush production and Jones's unmatched phrasing, it became one of his finest performances ever. It hit number 1, sure, but its real legacy is emotional precision. If you've ever walked through a home that used to be full, this song hits like truth. Next up, a rebel road anthem that turned country outlaw into a movement. Number 7, I'm a Ramblin' Man by Waylon Jennings.
It's no exaggeration to say that he's the hottest thing there is today in country music. Friends, here's my friend, Waylon Jennings.
This wasn't a song, it was a warning label. I'm a Ramblin' Man made it clear. Waylon wasn't settling down, and he wasn't asking permission. Clocking in at under 3 minutes, it blasted out of radios with defiance and twang. Written by Ray Pennington and polished with Waylon's signature outlaw swagger. It reached number 1 and marked a high point in the outlaw country movement. This track wasn't about heartbreak, it was heartbreak. Fast, fierce, and unforgettable. But wait till you hear what comes next. A winter song wrapped in working class soul. Number 6, If We Make It Through December by Merle Haggard.
If we make it through December.
You could almost see your breath when this one played. If We Make It Through December was Merle Haggard's blue-collar hymn, not about drinking and cheating, but about Survival. Released at the end of '73, it dominated early '74 with raw storytelling and quiet desperation. It captured the voice of fathers, factory workers, and anyone who ever watched dreams frost over. Merle's delivery was pure resignation and hope all at once. It climbed to number 1, but it lived much deeper than that. It was an anthem for anyone who's ever waited for better days.
I don't mean to hate December.
Coming next, a teenage outlaw with a voice beyond her years and a question that made America blush. Number 5, Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone by Tanya Tucker.
Would you lay with me in a field of stone?
She was only 15, but Tanya Tucker delivered this song with the soul of someone who had lived 100 lifetimes. Written by David Allen Coe, Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone was part love song, part existential prayer, and it rattled the country world. It reached number 1 and cemented Tanya as more than a prodigy. She was a force. The lyrics, bold and poetic, pushed boundaries and raised eyebrows, but the performance, it was pure vulnerability. This song asked a question that was more about trust than desire, and it changed everything. Up next, a butterfly with a backseat and a twang that never stayed caged. Number 4, Love is Like a Butterfly by Dolly Parton.
You wanted to hear all of it, and here it is. The song we start every show with, Love is Like a Butterfly.
Dolly didn't just sing this one, she floated through it. Love is Like a Butterfly was delicate, but don't mistake it for soft. With its metaphor-rich lyrics and whimsical charm, it became Dolly's 3rd consecutive number 1, and the opening theme for her variety show not long after. The song showcased her brilliance as a writer and her gift for turning simple ideas into unforgettable poetry.
Love is like a butterfly, a rare and gentle thing.
In 1974, Dolly wasn't just Nashville's sweetheart, she was evolving into a full-blown icon. And this song, it was one of her gentlest revolutions. What's next? A piano man with blind faith and perfect pitch who changed everything. Number 3, Pure Love by Ronnie Milsap.
Now, here's Ronnie Milsap. Pure love.
Ronnie Milsap had the voice, he had the style, and with Pure Love, he finally had the hit to match. Written by Eddie Rabbitt, this upbeat charmer launched Milsap into the country stratosphere. It was his first number 1 that would redefine the country pop crossover sound. Milsap's blend of soul, country, and soft rock made him a radio favorite, and Pure Love was the gateway. The song felt effortless, but it signaled a shift. Country could be joyful, polished, and still completely sincere.
Pure love, baby, it's pure love.
But coming up, a 3-verse epic that made us all cry in our coffee. Number 2, Country Bumpkin by Cal Smith.
Hey, now on the show, I want to welcome my Oklahoma friend, Cal Smith.
Thank you.
Cal, who has...
You laughed when you heard the title, and then you cried by verse 3. Country Bumpkin was Cal Smith's career-defining hit, telling the life story of rural people in under 4 minutes. The song won the CMA Song of the Year for 1974 and resonated far beyond its twangy intro. It wasn't just a story, it was a life. From barroom meet cute to childbirth to deathbed goodbye.
That country bumpkin found his way to town.
It captured the ordinary miracle of love, and when it played, it stopped you cold, because everyone knows a country bumpkin, and everyone is one deep down. And finally, a song so powerful, it made the whole world whisper her name. Number 1, Jolene by Dolly Parton.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
You already knew Jolene wasn't just the most iconic country song of 1974, it was a moment. From the opening chords, it hypnotized. A woman begging another not to take her man. Vulnerable, raw, timeless. Dolly's voice trembled with fear and grace, and the song's simplicity made it even more haunting. It charted worldwide, broke genre walls, and became one of the most covered country songs of all time. But at its core, Jolene was a meditation on insecurity, something everyone everywhere understands, and that's what made it immortal.
He's the only one for me, Jolene.
If you found this deep dive memorable, hit like and subscribe so we can keep the music alive. These weren't just tracks, they were sonic postcards from 1974, echoing heartbreak, rebellion, and the quiet strength of everyday people. Which of these songs hit you the hardest or surprised you the most? Next up, we're diving into 1974, where the ghost of glam and folk clashed on every stage. You won't believe what made the list. Click the video on screen now to keep this journey going. Some legends fade, others hide in plain sight.